Okay, this is an interesting topic. Why the fuck is time going so fast? Why is time going so fast? Everybody feels it. Everybody's scared. These weeks, months and years are flying by. Everybody's getting older quickly. Feels like nothing's changing. Last year was the same as this year. The year before that was the same. The year before that was the same. The year before that was the same. And I've figured it out. I've come up with a conclusion that I'm content with and that I understand, and which makes me think like, right, there's no conspiracy, because everyone thinks time just started flying after 2020. Time was flying before 2020 for me. After 2020, it didn't speed up for me, but people are saying that. If you were very young in 2020, I suppose. But there's a reason, there's two reasons why time's going so fast. Number one, we've peaked. And some people will hear that and say, no, we're nowhere near peaked. There's so much technology and AI in the future. We're nowhere near. Listen, when I say we've peaked, I'm on about the things that we use daily. Let's say the essentials that we use daily have peaked. So I was born in the early 90s. I experienced so many changes growing up from the 90s and the 2000s. And then after the 2010s, everything's been the same. So before I get into that and break that down, just think of how different the 90s were compared to the 80s. Just 10 years. Just 10 years. Think about how different the cars were from the 80s to the 90s. If it was 1990 and your car was 1980, that's considered an old car. Now, in 2026, if you're driving a car that's 2016, that's not an old car. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, in the 90s, I remember the cassette player, listening to music with the cassette player, then the CD, then the Walkman, then the MP3 player, then the iPod, then the phone. And all of those changes happened within 10 to 15 years. I remember playing the Nintendo, the Sega, the PlayStation 1, the PlayStation 2, the Xbox 360, the PlayStation 3. All of that was within a decade. All these changes were within 10 to 15 years. I remember the small TV, the big back TV, the slightly slimmer TV, to the flat screen TV, all within 10 years. Things were changing. There was things that separated the years. 1997 was different to 1998. 1999 was different to 2000. 2005 was different to 2008. All of these things were different. Whereas over the past 10 to 15 years, 2016 is the same as 2026. Literally nothing's changed. You got the same fucking president. Everything's the same. And even growing up, watching sports, the footballers had a shorter shelf life. I was a big wrestling fan when I was younger. The wrestlers had a shorter shelf life. So if I watched wrestling, it was The Rock and Stone Cold from 1998 to 2002. 4 years and then we're done. The wrestlers these days, they've been there for 10, 15 years, the same people. So someone who's 25, who was your favourite wrestler 10 years ago? Randy Orton. Who's your favourite wrestler today? Randy Orton, because he's still there. Who was your favourite footballer 15 years ago? Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi. Who's your favourite footballer today? Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi. Because everyone's just still fucking there. Nothing's changed. The fucking music used to move. I used to love 50 Cent when I was younger. 50 Cent was 2003 to 2006 and then he was gone. Now, the music comes out and we've got the music on our phone and it don't age. It don't age. Back then, the music aged. Once the music's not playing on the radio, you're on to the next thing. Now, these same fucking artists are just here the whole time. Drake's been here the whole time for the past 15 years. So what I'm saying is, we've peaked as far as large jumps into the new advanced shit, right? You can have the same TV for 10 years. You can have the same car for 10 years and it still feels new, right? You can have the same interior design in your house. There's no new trends for interior design. There's no new trends for fashion. Everything is just, this is what it is, which is hard to separate the years. The years don't separate anymore. They all kind of just merge into one. So yeah, 2020, okay, the past 6 years have pretty much been the same. You ask someone to distinguish 2021 to 2022, they can't do it. 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, it's all the same shit. We were all doing the same thing, wearing the same clothes, driving the same car, watching the same athletes, watching the same, whatever it was, you know, listening to the same music, listening to the same album. You could still be listening to the same album 4 years later. This just weren't a thing back in the day. So many things changed. And, you know, if you're a young guy, just Google 1980s and then just Google 1990s. And the fucking difference is so crazy. It's unbelievable, right? Now, another thing is, the reason why time's going so fast is because of this shit here. Your phone, social media. So let me just break this down quickly because this video is getting long and I'm rambling. So you can sit on your phone at 12 p.m. on the sofa, just on your phone, doing whatever you're doing, messing with your apps on IG, looking at reels, whatever. You can look up and it's 3 p.m. right? So that's 3 hours. No big deal, that's 3 hours. Now, on these odd days where you actually go out and do something, so let's say you go out for food, right? You go to the gym, you go out for food, you have a couple of drinks after with your friends, you drive to go get some petrol, you go visit your parents, and then you drive home. Productive day. That takes about 3 hours. Now, trust me, I've done this so many times where I felt like I've had a big long day and it's been about 3-4 hours. And then I say to myself, fucking hell, I can kill 3-4 hours just sitting on my phone doing nothing. When you're killing 3-4 hours at a time doing nothing, the day goes quicker, the weeks go quicker, the months go quicker, the years go quicker. Every day feels the same. Every day merges into one. So today's Monday. Okay, let's say it's Friday. On Friday, if I ask you, what did you do Wednesday? You're not going to be able to tell me. What did you do Tuesday? You're not going to be able to tell me. Because you've done the same thing Wednesday as you did Tuesday as you did Monday. Nothing significant happened. There weren't no socializing. You didn't do anything new. You didn't go somewhere new. There was nothing going on. It all merges together. So when everything merges together, the time just goes quicker. And then you look up and you're 10 years older and everything's the same as it was 10 years ago. That's why it feels so scary. My advice would be, and I'm fully aware of this, to slow things down. You gotta try and make as many days as possible memorable. You need to do the smallest things. Make every day memorable instead of doing the same shit every day, right? So take a different route to work. Go to a different supermarket on your lunch break. Go out for a meal at a place you've never tried. So not simple things like when you go out for a meal to a place you've never tried before, you'll remember that day forever. You'll remember that time that you went to that place. That's a day that's locked in your memory. If you don't do nothing every single day and you're just scrolling on your phone, they're forgettable days and you can't remember them and they're just gone. But time moves forward. When you're actually doing stuff and meeting people and socializing and going out with friends, whenever you go out for friends with a drink, you'll remember that day forever. You just would. You can't forget that time that you and your friends went out for a few drinks at this place, blah, blah, blah. You know, the first hot day of the year. Then you these things that you remember, if you're just doing the same shit every day in your house, scrolling on your phone, playing the video games, whatever the fuck it is you're doing, time's gonna go quick, and before you know it, you're a lot older. Peace.